and sit down.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and today we're just going to go over a brief overview, kind of a preview of a little mini-series I'm going to create on this channel. If you could, please go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that little bell notification button, so that way you can follow along as we do this little mini-series. But just a quick overview. This is going to be a channel mainly for the beginners, the people that is just coming into the preparedness community, or the people that are kind of stepping up into that intermediate middle level that want to revisit the kind of fundamentals or the basics. And so we are here to kind of help you along. So a quick overview of the, in my opinion, 10 bases that you should cover as a beginner into prepping. First thing is going to be water. Bottle of water here, very obvious. I don't really have to go too much into this. You'll see in one of the things, which I will not be going in any order in this, they'll just come out and you'll get the 10. But we will demonstrate on different types of carrying devices, purification, all the different things of basically getting water and flavoring and things like that. So first one's water. Next one, food. Little breakfast bar here. We will do a little dive into the types of food that you can put into your everyday carry, your bug out bag, your inch bag, food preservation, different foods that you can have on hand, things that are a good idea, bad idea, things like that. So next one's food. Again, so far very obvious. Stick with me. Next is medical. This is just a bag that I have thrown together. This is kind of, as others have put it before me, a boo-boo bag. We'll go through and I'll show you kind of what's in my bag, and we'll do little ones to kind of go up from there. I'm a fan of having more than one bag, multiple bags. In the preparedness community, redundancy is great. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So make sure that you have medical on standby and with you at all times, but we'll do a deep dive into that in the future. Next is cordage, and I have just some paracord stuff that I have made. These are great. I do some paracord 101, 102, things like that, on how to make stuff like this in paracord. This is just a little pouch that I was messing around and made this. I've got stuff in here, but you can make a ton of things with paracord. You need cordage. Why not, do the redundancy thing? This right here, I can do multiple things with. And then if I need the cordage, I can just take it apart. Once you make it, you can always remake it. So we'll do a deep dive into cordage and things like that into another future content. And then next is going to be, and this is going to be a difficult one, self-defense. I struggled for about a half a second because I know YouTube does not like firearms, but I just picked up one of my blades. I've used this before in future content and they don't seem to mind it, but we will, and this will probably be the last video in the series because I'm going to have to do a lot of figuring out on how to do self-defense. I've got a lot of ideas, but I know firearms is going to be one of them. But it doesn't always have to mean something in your hand is self-defense. So there's some future things that's going to come out with that. So this is why this is going to be last. I'm actually in talks with somebody that is very popular, very famous, that does an expert in martial arts. And I'm hoping to get them on the channel to do a quick interview. They're filming right now, scheduling conflicts, things like that. So I'm trying to push it back to as far as I can. So hopefully we can make that work out. But we'll do this. Again, just forewarning, this will probably be the last in the series. Next, we're going to do some sort of a gear and gadgets episode. This is just a little device for charging things, solar powered, flashlight, clip, easy to throw on something, lightweight, something like this. It does have a very, very cheap, sad, pathetic excuse of a compass, but it'll somewhat work. But we'll do a whole episode on various things that you can have in the gadgets and gears episode. Next is fire. If you watched, I did a review on this. This is the Leviathan, and this has the coated jute cordage in it. Anybody that watched any sort of prepping movie or TV series or anything like that, a lot of this is very, very basic. Again, this channel is built for the basics, but we will do a whole thing on different fire techniques, fire starting, different things that you can use. This one was given to me to do a product review from JK Bushcraft Survival. Go check him out. But this is a really great item to have. Next is going to be tools, and I just took and grabbed out a quick little simple multi-tool. These are great to have. I recommend having at least something like this in every bag and an everyday carry. They're small, they're versatile. Yes, you don't get the function of the actual main big tool, but this does the job. We'll go into different tools that you can throw into each bag. Good reasons to have them, good reasons to skip some certain tools and whatnot, but we'll go into tooling. Next is commo. It's always good to have communications. Yes, it is a cheap bow thing. It's just what I grabbed for now, but communications is a very, very good thing to have. We'll go into a whole different thing on future content on communications, why you should have it, why maybe this should be a good thing to skip and get some of these other ones covered first. But this is a part of it. And lastly is shelter. This is just a quick, kind of cheap, single person tent. I've used this before. It is cheap, but it does the job. It's better than a tent, and it definitely is better than nothing at all.